Kanyak Chering is an exiled Tibetan monk. He belongs to a Dharamsala, India-based branch of the Kirti Monastery, a Buddhist compound across the Chinese border that has been under a lockdown by security forces for months. VOA's Tibetan language division was recently able to obtain video images of the Kirti compound, where a young monk immolated himself in March to protest what many Tibetans view as China's deliberate eradication of Tibet's traditional Buddhist culture.
All the
monks in the monastery are forced to attend the patriotic re-education sessions, and Chinese officials tell the monks that if they don't attend, they will be expelled from the monastery. In a few cases, monks have tried to hide and were expelled as a result.
For months, Kanyak has had to step into the role of a spokesperson for the Kirti Monastery, using every technological tool at his disposal. China closely tracks any communication between Tibet and Dharamsala, where Tibetan exiles have had their unofficial capital for more than 50 years. China views the small Indian city as the headquarters for a separatist movement. So, information flows have to be indirect.
I get information in various ways, over the internet using emails, websites, chat rooms, and Skype. Sometimes I make contact through mobile phones when Tibetans phone other Tibetan exiles they know.
As he speaks to VOA, Kanyak receives a phone call. A contact says he has received an email appearing to be from Kanyak, but with a peculiar attachment. When Kanyak traces the email, he finds it has originated from an internet address in China.
I can't say this or that individual is directly responsible, but it is clear to me that the Chinese government is involved.
Greg Walton is an independent researcher who advises the Tibetan Exile Administration on security. He agrees that the email was probably a product of the Chinese government's increasingly vast cyber offensive capability.
What is intriguing is that often we'll see that the same command and control service which are going after the big defense contractors and stealing details of stealth bombers, going after the big financial houses in New York, same command and control service are going after Tibetan monks in Dharamsala.
Cyber attacks are cleverly worded to convince recipients to click on a link or open an attachment, which implants malware on the recipient's computer, giving digital eavesdroppers wide-ranging access. Walton says a monk like Kanyak is a highly valuable target.
Such a person is going to have a very rich social graph. Someone like that is very trusted, and if they're sending out emails from that account, if the Chinese are sending emails from that account, it's quite likely, it raises the probability that someone's actually going to trust the attachment and open it.
Activist Tibetan exiles are stepping up efforts to train Tibetans about cybersecurity. Much of the material is in English, so the first task is translation. Lobsang Gyatso teaches Tibetans who plan to re-enter Chinese-controlled areas about Tor, a network of volunteer routers that helps users hide their location and identity from repressive governments.
What we have is called a USB Tor, which you can just carry it in a pen drive and use it wherever you want. So you have complete anonymity, and at the same time you are able to circumvent the Chinese firewall.
The strategy entails risk for those carrying the pen drives back into Chinese-controlled Tibet. Activists also warn that even though tools like Tor are effective, China's massive investments in cybersecurity mean no user is guaranteed 100% safety from watching eyes. Achin, VOA News, Dharamsala, India.